They are demolishing my house. Oh my God. Yes, they are demolishing my house.
I really don't want to sound insensitive, but you see, in this business, I'm a realist. I am a realist. Meaning that at the end of the day, if he pay you, no problem. But one thing I will not do is spend 24 hours in jail. In fact, I wouldn't even survive 2 hours in prison. If they knock me like 2 times, I go faint.
Oh my God!
Now, why am I saying this? You see this problem we're seeing about demolition. It's not something you say government woke up one day and boom, it happened. It is not an Abi Yoruba, Abi Igbo, Abi Christian, Abi Muslim situation. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop saying, oh, okay, it's because Igbo are bad. No. The truth is that it is very, very avoidable from day one. It is avoidable. But we choose not to. It's not about the greedy developers. Oh, yes, it is. It's part of it. But it's beyond that. In fact, it includes the government that don't give a shit about the citizen. It includes the developer, the very greedy developer. It also includes the unprofessional, money-driven. I don't want to use bad word on a fully agent I don't want to use bad word, but a very unprofessional, money-driven agent. And also you, the buyer. Yes, the nonchalant buyer. It includes all these 4 bodies to cause this problem. Like they could avoid this from a very start. Now, about this demolition that you're seeing in Ikota currently isn't something that just happened, and I will prove it to you. Let's start with the map. You are saying, hey, is Igbo, is Yoruba, is Igbo. Now, take a good look at this map. You can see that if you ask your developer, your surveyor, to go take a coordinate of this map, he would have seen all these things. This is Kana. And there is a rule in Lagos where you are not supposed to build close to water bodies like the Kana, like the beach side. And there is a level of distance you're supposed to have while building your structure. Now, not only that the developer did not even adhere with the distance you're supposed to have within canals, he also went ahead to sand fill the canal and built on top. That's why I said, when it comes to search, we do not joke with it. Now, take a good look at this map. You see that this is canal. This yellow line you're seeing, that canal. These are where the canal is supposed to pass through, right? And then this is houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all houses. 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all houses. They went and built on it. They sand filled it and built on it. Now you see the current flood issue, because everyone will be shouting, oh, why is flood in Lagos? Government have decided to resolve the flood issue. Now they are looking into their map to see places that covers the water bodies, places that covers the canal, places that covers the drainage that they say you should not build close to. These are the places. And they decide to demolish it. Now we are shouting. I do not want to sound insensitive, but sometimes we should consider our money, consider, okay, who we are selling to, and consider we as human, which is developers. If now you they do this one, you go collect, will you be happy? Now developers, now based on their greedy desire to gain more, to own more, you went to sand fill the space and you built house. Now, you as an agent, you do not see the reason. Let's not even go to agent. Let's start with the government. You as the government, there are bodies that are in charge of this, like the town planners and so many more. You saw that this development is just happening. You saw that someone sand filled a certain space they are not supposed to sand fill. They started foundation level. You did not go there to post a cease and desist. I mean, not so they call it cease and seal. You didn't post it though. You waited. You waited because the government don't give a shit. You waited till the person built it to the finished level, sold it out to another person. There you came to destroy it. Who do you think carries the cost? Now you as an agent, A God-blessed human being, they born you 9 months. You don't care about your client. You didn't say, client, oh, listen, I would advise you run a search. Oh, because the developer told you this covers CFO. Bah, I don't blame you. You're an unprofessional agent. That's fine. And you don't see the reason to advise your client to run a search. Just because you feel, okay, if your client run a search, he's not going to buy this property anymore. I can't lose that money. What's the difference between you and a witch? No, you and a witch, you not only get one kind, they color almost the same. What's the difference? Because if you fear God, you would ask your client to run it. You advise your client, because your client comes to you for advice to buy property. You advise your client, say, let's run a search. Let's be sure that this property does not have issue, because you as an agent should know that this property might fall into a CFO property. Make the neighbor not fall into that CFO property and fall into committed area. Yes, it is not magic. It is real. Those 3 buildings, it will shock you that they will not be demolished. Yes, you heard me right. Those 3 buildings might probably not be demolished. That building might even fall into the CFO title, and the rest does not. So when you're buying a property, make sure you're using a qualified or a certified surveyor, a lawyer that understands the bill. Now, not every lawyer is a property lawyer. Remember that some lawyers are just for divorce, are just for case settlement too. So no understand real estate too. I'm telling you, the legal distance to real estate, they have zero idea about it. So when you are doing it, pay attention to who you are using, the company you are using. Are they just there to sell, to make money and move? No. If that's the issue, my brother, run. TRS. Run. So they can destroy these houses. 1, 2, 3 houses will be destroyed. But you see this particular one close to it will not be destroyed. Later you say this person paid government. No, he did not pay government. He ran his search and he knows that this is where the CFO end, and he bought that place. Yes. So when you're asking your surveyor to take coordinates, make sure that the surveyor is standing on that exact property and taking that coordinates from that exact property. Because your neighbor might be in CFO, make you not be inside that CFO title. That is how it works. But no, you went ahead, asked your client to go forward, and they bought the property out of trust. We don't sell property out of trust. And if you don't want to buy it, that's fine. You can go. We deal with clients that understands the value of investment, their money. Our best is to reduce the risk of investment. That is our best. That is what we do best. That is our reason here. So it is beyond the sale, like our motto says. It's not just we want to sell to you and collect money. See, we create family here. We create group. We create community. Yes, Loreto Homes community. Everyone that bought from us, I want to brag, can never tell you that I bought property from Loreto Homes and it is demolished. Now lie. I bet you anywhere. I quote you anywhere. There's a lot. In fact, there's a story about a client situation regarding I must buy a property, and we said no, you will not buy that property. So this client of mine saw this property and she was really obsessed with it. In fact, even I love it. It's a fully detached duplex. Now the price was too good and she loved it. I said, okay, no problem, let's do our thing. We saw the property, she's in love, and we decided to run a search. Guess what? It came out wrong. Now she was like, let's see what we can do about it. I said, there's nothing Loreto can do about it. I don't want anybody to be calling me in my dreams one day and say, oh, you are wicked, you are going to this. I don't want that. And guess what? We tried the second property. The second property still came out wrong. Now, I will tell you for a fact that there are lots of properties that have issues.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Yes. So if you have a professional agent or a professional broker, they will that tells the truth. You will know that there are lots of properties that have issues in this Lagos. This is not a situation of, oh, they don't like Igbos. Igbos are building. Even Yoruba people are building too. And some properties, when they are wrong, when they are bad, it causes problem. Now we went to up to 3 properties. Yes, to the point that she was already giving up. Yeah, she was giving up. Even me too was giving up because I wasn't willing to sell if the documents are not right. I wasn't willing to sell if there is an issue. And she was willing to buy regardless. Like, Loreto, let's close on this. It's not like government to come and do anything anytime. So this is Nigeria. That was the statement. In fact, this statement put a lot of people in problem, developers and buyers. I said, this is Nigeria, but you never can tell when it will happen. Say flood don't make now. Government remember that people that built on the canal. Now, situation like that, she ended up buying an apartment instead. Yes, you wander from duplex to apartment. It happened. But at least she bought peace of mind and she loved the environment, she loved the area. Yes, we ended in an apartment, but is it not better? Is it not better to own an apartment that they will not demolish in future than owning a duplex that will put you in problem? So the truth is that all these are avoidable. Quote me anywhere. It is avoidable. It is not an issue of who you know, no. This, that. No. It's a paper, black and white situation. Before you make an investment, start seeing your money like that is your last card. If you lose this one, you've lost everything. Just maybe when you start seeing money that way, you will now decide to pay more attention in the things you are investing into. Yes. When you say that this money, be like I said at the last guy, if I don't know, you will start telling your agent, please help me get surveyor. I want a lawyer. We need to run a search and be sure that this thing is cleared. Because the moment your surveyor get this, you see this? You see this thing? You see this? That's what your surveyor will say. And he will advise you on the report. Or this went through the canal way. Or this is committed. Or this is not. That is how it works. So it is not magic. It is not by luck. There's nothing like, oh, now by luck you sell good property. It is not true. It is understanding the business, understanding the people and environment you're working with, understanding that these developers can be tricky sometimes, understanding that you do not need to trust human but papers when it comes to business. Yes. So when it comes to this, you, a nonchalant buyer, also contributed to this, because if you had gotten your surveyor, if you'd have gotten your lawyer and you guys go through this, you wouldn't buy this property. The risk will stop at the developer and go chop your property alone. But no, you felt the property was cheap. You felt the property was more affordable. You felt, what do I need to spend 100K or 50,000 to run a search? When you know that 50,000 can save you from 500 million naira loss. 100,000 can save you from 150 million naira loss. Yes, but you went ahead to buy it, forgetting that those can save you a lot. So who is to be blamed? The four bodies, all. So when you want to buy property, buy from a well-trained, do I use the word trained? No, a professional agent, a professional broker. Yes, go through them, because if you come to us, we advise you, see, when you're done visiting this property and you like it, the next step is running a search. And you tell me, Loretta, I don't want to run a search, I trust you. Don't trust me. Don't trust me. I think I'll beg you. Let's trust the paper. So if you like the property, the next thing should be running a search. And that is where you can trust me, giving you the best surveyor, giving you the best lawyer to work with. You can trust me on that one. And then when the result comes out and it came out perfect, then we can go ahead. Then we can say, okay, let's get it at the best price. Let's get it like this. Let's do it like that. We negotiate the best price, get you the best property so you can have peace of mind. So even in future, if something like that happens, we have proof that everything was intact. In fact, there is no way canal pass through your house or this, that, and your house falls into the sea of untitled space. Yes, that's where you have the right to fight the government and get your compensation. But in a situation like this, I'm sorry, you can't. You really cannot. So tell me, do you have any question regarding this demolition issue? Like I said, I don't want to sound insensitive, but this situation could be avoided from day one. Yes, I know the mindset of people is that when developer build, they'll be like, when government won't establish it, no be Nigerian with it. Flood don't happen for Lekki. You saw the rain that fell in Lekki a week ago. Did you see the flood level?
As of today, this is Lekki.
Lekki phase 1. Almighty Lekki.
Did you see the water? It was looking like mommy water was having meeting in Lekki. No movements. It was that high. That ground floor of your building. Everything gone. So what do you expect? We all shouting, government should do something. Government should do something. Now government have decided to do something. They are looking out for water, people that block the drainage, people that block the canal way, people that blocked even the lagoon way. Yes, that's what government is doing now. And now they found out that so many people are going against the rules. So many people are building where they are not supposed to build. See, a lot is going to go down because I see they still go this side. So if you get house where this one still enter. But I can promise you none of my clients enter that house because thorough search is a must in Loreto Homes. I'm sorry, but not sorry at the same time. And I'm sorry for people that lost their property. I hope that this will help you do better on your next investment. I do not want to sound insensitive, but in this business, I am a realist and I will keep it real. That's the best I can do. Okay, so we are actually here at the site where the demolition happened. Now, before you kind of think of, make I use my family member, now agent, should be red or should they sell, should they do this one, should they do that one? Without her being professional, happy to you, this is going to be your story. Yes, this exactly will be your story. But I don't wish this on anyone. We both know that. Imagine you had a money you spend on house and all of a sudden you've not lived in that house for a few years and this is it. I feel so bad. Like right now, I feel pain. I don't go like give you. But like I said, we need to be real. We really need to be real. Now, let me tell you something about CFO or title. You might have a property right here. You see that one there? Those 3 buildings, it will shock you that they will not be demolished. Yes, you heard me right. Those 3 buildings might probably not be demolished. That building might even fall into the sea of old title and the rest does not. So when you're buying a property, make sure you're using a qualified or a certified surveyor, a lawyer that understands the bill. Now, not every lawyer is a property lawyer. Remember that some lawyers are just for divorce, are just for case settlement too. So no understand real estate too. I'm telling you, the legal distance to real estate, they have zero idea about it. So when you are doing it, pay attention to who you are using, the company you are using. Are they just there to sell, to make money and move? No. If that's the issue, my brother, run. There is. Because your money is at stake. In fact, your joy to your peace of mind is at stake. Now, I hope this will help you to understand that it is not just the government that is at fault. The agent is at fault, the developer is at fault, and you, the buyer, is also at fault. Please, let's do better. Let's do better. Why building? Let's build with human heart. And government, why doing? Consider the people living there. Consider the people that bought property. Consider the people that own land. You too will be government, to be human. We should find a way around these things. The bodies that are in charge of something like this should take it serious. But I quote it to you, some of them collect bribe and give you papers. And at the end of the day, you know yourself that know that this thing fall into high water, you still bribe. It is not good. So let's find a way around it to avoid story that touches the heart. Take a good look. These are properties, like there are a lot of duplexes here. When I came here last week, a lot of beautiful terraces. But today, take a good look at it. Hopefully, we'll do better, we'll learn better. So if you have questions regarding this demolition, please do not hesitate to call me. Let's find our way around it. And see, you see, I won't cry. I won't cry. Trust me, it's touching. But let's find our way around it. And do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope next time we'll do better. Bye. I remember your favorite. The only one that gives you the best when it comes to real estate right here in Africa.